Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. No, he's just misjudged that one. João Neves. Kluivert. James. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kluivert. Nice sequence of passes, this. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Rodri. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Van Dijk. Kluivert.
That's good play from him.
And it's Kluivert. Dembele.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Saliba hurtling down that right flank. Pressing high and with purpose. Dimarco. Now it's Mbappe. And the through ball. Kluivert has it out wide and in space. He's got two! Goal! Botafogo! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is as far as they're going to go. James cuts it out. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with it. Foden! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Van Dijk. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a threatening ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's James. Rodri. Dembele. Can he finish? Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tchouaméni. Ndika. And it's Tchouaméni. That is out and behind, it's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header against the crossbar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram. Rodri, played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Not the most accurate pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. James. It's Thuram. Tchouaméni. And it's Mendes. And it's Mendes. Kluivert has created one goal already. João Neves. João Neves. That is good alertness. João Neves. Played out to the left flank. It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
James. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Kluivert running with the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Thuram. Now Foden. And it's Neves. And he goes cross-field. And it's James. Foden. Oh, this is a very good run. He's having a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Nuno Mendes. It's Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
James. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now, can they get him away? Now the delivery. Thuram. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Tchouaméni. Ndika. João Neves. Oh, well played, well sorted out. James. Oh, they can break here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Played back. That's a cute ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. James. Nicely shaped ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, it's Dembele. Shoots! Vicario gets it away. And here's DiMarco. Ndika gets into a good position. Ndika. Now it's Thuram. That's a nicely shaped ball. João Neves had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And it's James.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's fabulous. In by James. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. And the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Out to the right. And it's played it. Chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 18.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Camisa 10.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Camisa 4. Camisa 9.
And here's Lukaku.
Camisa 15.
Dembele.
Camisa 22. Substituição.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that...
Mbappe! Goal! Botafogo! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is a great pick out. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. A header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kluivert. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, played through for the wide man. João Neves. Oh, it's them. Can he finish? It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense...
And the shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hops for safety. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Caicedo. And it's Neves. Now somewhat off target. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Indica. João Neves. Caicedo. Now Foden. Short changes him with that pass. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's away. That's tidy. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In he goes again. It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. James. Tchouaméni. And it's Barella. For Kluivert. Barella. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a delicate pass. Driving forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Barella tries to pass it through. João Neves, who's set up one goal so far. Passing is crisp and sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Foden. And it's Caicedo. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Barella, showing great feet there. It's a good foot in there. So what can they make of this? Kluivert.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. There is the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the action is back on the way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neves. Barella. That is ended up in no man's land. No way through. Now it's Kluivert.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Barella. Well, that looks a decent ball. James has it in a wide position. Kluivert. And here's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away?
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Foden. Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Thuram was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Barella. And here's Mbappe. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Chance to deliver. Barella is flagged offside.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Camisa 18, camisa 8.
Nuno Mendes in with the challenge. James, good strong midfield running here. Dembele.
Camisa 5.
Tchouaméni powering forward here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
James plays it short. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Dembele. Now it's Yildiz, and he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. James does really well to win the ball there. Caicedo. Now Di Marco. Not the most accurate pass. Yildiz. Caicedo does well to get it back. And here's Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lukaku. Played towards the other side. Oh, this looks sharp.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ndika. Now it's Lukaku. Good ball, good take. Aimed beyond the defence. Di Marco.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great work on the overlap. He gets big! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Hakimi gets a foot in here. Hakimi going full tilt down the left. It'll be a throw-in. Yildiz. Saliba. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Mendes. And it's Tchouaméni. Turns back here, probably the best option. Just 5 minutes left. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Barella. James looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Osimhen.
Foram indicados
Well
2
played.
minutos de
Snuffed
acréscimo.
out the danger. Has a look and plays it forward. Caicedo. Nuno Mendes. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
Now it's Kluivert. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
João Neves.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni.
Mbappe!
That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Thuram. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. Foden. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now Saliba. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. And the counter is on. Mbappe gets into a good position. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now he's got space here. Shot, surely! It's always been caught napping. And that was very necessary. Konate. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. João Neves. He's in a good position here. João Neves approaching the half-hour mark. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the keeper takes decisive action. Mbappe. And it's Kluivert. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Rodri. Great vision. Foden. Well, played right into his path. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ndika. And it's Kluivert. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's the shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. James got a long way forward to join the attack. Tries to pass it through. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kluivert. No, he refuses to take the bait. Foden charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's in space and looking for options. And he's got his cross in. And he's there to clear it. And he's gone backward here. DiMarco. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
DiMarco has it in a wide position. Backward it goes. Saliba gets it away. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
They're up with that dink over the top. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kluivert. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
James looking to shake off some has a shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 17, camisa 18, camisa 19. Deixando o campo
Nuno
para a
Mendes.
entrada de camisa 9.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Camisa 22.
Nuno Mendes
Camisa 7.
is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
DiMarco. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Barella. And here's Osimhen. And claimed it back swiftly. Tries a deft little ball. Ndika clears.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Spread out to the left. Oh, super ball. Gets a good foot in there.
Botafogo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
DiMarco. Out towards the flank. Now that's a lovely exchange. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
No, it's Dembele. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Knocks it into space. It's Dembele! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save, absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Botafogo leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. This might spell danger. And it's Barella. Barella stood his ground strongly. Botafogo, moments now away from seeing this one out. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Stood up well to him there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Barella. Foot
Foram
in.
indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. James. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Oh, that's delightful. Chance! It's hit the upright. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.